Hey, at least we'll always have Hector. He's a standby companion. So, this is not the video I wanted to make today. Today I wanted to start a new Let's Play series for Dauntless Awakening. Now I'm making this video. Um, a year of effort, and what we've got was basically a weapon rework that is not terrible, but at tremendous cost. That cost has come in losing a lot of weapons, which I'm honestly fine with if they could make, because they have made more in-depth weapons. But you don't get weapons by playing the game anymore. You get weapons by doing months of weekly challenges or by paying real money. That's that's the step which you've lost me. And lost a lot of people, because I've seen this on the Discord and other places. I'm not the first one to say this. I probably won't be the last. Who knows? But yes, Dauntless Awakening. Big update. Took an entire year to make. I'm not going to pretend to be a game dev or work at Phoenix Labs or know what challenges they may face, but it took a year to go through, and for 18 weapons, I think I've been quoted. But add these little ability type things and some tiny skill trees to the weapons, and then they just got rid of the other 30 odd varieties of weapons. Like I said, the weapon variety doesn't necessarily break me, though there should be at least one version of the weapon for each element or a way to switch it for the game's actual mechanics to work. What breaks me is this right here. You don't go out and kill a monster and get its parts to craft weapons. You don't get weapons from quests past the original 6 that they give you as, a freebie. You have to come in here, buy this, which is somewhere between $12 to $20, and then you buy them. There's also not a lot of them in here. There is the only other set of guns and the one you get for free is the one in the hunt pass, which you have to pay a completely separate bunch of money for. That will eventually go into this store after, I don't know, like 2 months, 3 months, who knows. There's apparently only 3 hammers in the game, things like that. And these are your classes. This is like your Warframe or your Wayfinder or your Warlock or your Hunter in Destiny. I cannot imagine Monster Hunter where they're like, here's the fire switch axe, now pay us $20 for the next switch axe. I realize that Dauntless is free to play. Monster Hunter is not free to play. It probably actually is going to be close to $100, because that's how they price games now, especially if it's Capcom or Square Enix, I've noticed. But this is not enough after having to pause every update for a year, and then it's also locked behind paying real money or grinding out for 2 to 3 months. If you're wondering where that 2 to 3 months is, up in the top right, you can see I have 310 of these weapon tokens already. 300 was what they generously gave me for my nearly complete Dauntless arsenal I had before this reset. And even if you didn't reset your progress, your weapons got reset, essentially. The 10, you might wonder, where did I get that 10? That means there's a way to do this without buying real money. Though you can see I do have some platinum in the game. Or whatever their currency's called. I think it's called platinum. Irrelevant anyways, but what it's called doesn't really matter. It's there to obfuscate the actual cost of things like every other microtransaction currency. You can see in this week 1, Test Drive the Silver Sword gave me 10 weapon tokens. So after 6 weeks, I'll have 60 weapon tokens. That's not even a full weapon. The other way you get weapon tokens is the Hunt Pass, which is 41 days, so a month and a half. That's probably the same 6 weeks. That'll give you another weapon, but only if you pay for it. The free version's only got 25 tokens in it. The other 75 part to make up a weapon are up in the premium section here somewhere. There they are. So if you pay for the Hunt Pass, and you log in and do some random ass weekly every week, because why do I need to do a sword objective when I play hammers and guns to get my hammers and guns? Yeah, maybe you get 2 weapons. You get a weapon and a half every month, 2 months. That's if they manage to keep the season passes regular, which they have never been good at doing. Dauntless's season pass, Warframe's Nightwaves are slightly worse, but you don't pay for those. But Dauntless season passes have been all over the place with how long they last, how long they last. Another thing they did also switch in Awakening update is you don't keep the season pass, possibly because there's nothing unique in the season pass anymore. But used to be you could keep the pass. Once you bought the pass, you kept the pass. You could complete it at any time. Helldivers War Bond does that, if you're familiar with that at all. That's another thing too. Cosmetics are in the hunt pass, but they're in these canisters. You know what canisters are? Canisters are loot boxes. I've already got a canister by doing some other thing. I think there was like an introduction quest to them that gave me one. It popped out a random hammer skin. Lucky me. So yeah, the hunt pass you don't even necessarily get the cosmetics you want. And then yes, there's a bunch of these progress pay to skip grind. I'd argue those aren't the most offensive things in the world that they could be. There's definitely a lot of them in this game. There's patrol keys and aetherite adds XP to your weapons. Patrol keys give you like gold. You can open chests on the map to get gold, things like that. Bounty tokens let you get hunt pass experience faster. Because when you do a bounty in Dauntless like this, you use a token to draft a new one, and then that adds XP to your hunt pass. Otherwise, it's very slow to farm up the XP. You can see I have tons of them from various things. Basically, there were some old events that gave them out that weren't supposed to be giving out quite as many as they were. They, at the time, didn't take them all back from everyone, but they... seems like maybe the mindset at the studio has changed slightly. That or this is all very, very poorly considered, because if you make a mod, like, what am I supposed to be grinding up these behemoths for? Sure, I can upgrade armor, but I want the cool new weapon that has the cool new powers. I have no objectives in the game. The armor gives me some passives, and it gives me passives that are weirdly confusing, because they've got this weird perk point thing going on, which I only half understand. Because the UI has also gotten weirdly terrible. You can't mark. You used to be able to mark your armor recipe as like a quest, so you could go out and say, "I need these parts. I have these parts. Let's go back and build my armor." There's a bunch of stuff like that. Like QOL has been removed from the game. Parts of the UI have gotten more confusing. The whole cell system has gotten more confusing, but I'm 95% sure it's been hard nerfed from what it previously was before. Which, I mean, is a balancing decision, but it's ultimately been made more confusing. No part of the progression has been streamlined that I can tell. You still need thousands upon thousands of gold to unlock all these random little +5 power, +2% fire resistance is around here somewhere, sort of thing. Some of those are more meaningful than others. Like, the game has always been grindy, and the monetization that was there was always expensive, but it's bled into the core game now, and it's not just grindy, it's time gated. You actually need weeks and months to do things because you're not allowed to grind any faster unless you pull out the wallet. This is a game that does not trust its gameplay experience to get you to pull out the wallet to look cool like I currently do, in my opinion at least. That's how you know I liked the game before. I have that all. I have a whole pile of cosmetics and stuff because I was buying into the game before. I'm not buying into this. I technically have 7 or 8 VODs from the stream. They're not going to get posted. This is the only video that's going to come out for Dauntless Awakening. I don't fathom how they got to this point. Like I said, behind Warframe, behind Path of Exile, Dauntless was probably the next one on the list of, hey, this is a free to play. It's cool to play. It's got cool gameplay. It's got cool stuff going on. It's not quite to the polished level of a Monster Hunter. It's free to play. It's by an indie studio. Live with it. It's going to ask you for money occasionally. It's free to play. So on and so forth. Situation. I can't say that now. This is only one's like the only thing they could conceptually do to make this worse is have you buy like passes with real money to go to a hunt, like Crossout or whatever the other game is that I played like that. Feel free to let me know in the comments if Crossout doesn't do that anymore, but it used to be you had to buy like tickets to play matches or something. Uh, so yeah, you lost me, Dauntless, and I don't know that they're going to make any hard turns that are going to pull me or anyone else back from that one. Because I can tell you honestly, I don't like any of the weapons I have. I don't really like the look of the other hammer that is in that store. I can't get another set of guns. I don't have the money due to medical issues right now to buy that hunt pass. So you've taken my two favorite weapons and given me junk all to do with and junk all to look forward. And I get maybe three. I get because I played your game for like a year and a half or 3 years straight. I get three more weapons to try out to try and hopefully find something I like. And then you're gonna start begging me for money, or I'm gonna be like have to. Yeah, sometime in February, I'll get another one. Nope. Got enough other games to play. See you next time. Feel free to leave your comment on this video. Drop a subscribe if you want to see more from the channel. I don't usually do ranty critique videos or a whole lot of stuff like that. This is somewhat of an exception. I will sometimes look at games because I find it interesting or to kind of try and dig into how they work and how they're designed. But usually it's not a rant and it's not like, dear, it's not this negative. So if you want to check out other stuff on the channel, you can do that as well. I'll see y'all in the next video, whatever that may be. Watch, drop a like on here too. Maybe you'll kick it up enough likes to get in the algorithm that the devs see it somewhere and consider it, but I'm not holding my breath, to be honest with you. So, bid you farewell, Slayers. Signing off.